Hello, I'm Maria Zack, Chairman and founder of Nations in Action, an organization that promotes freedom and prosperity and peace for all families globally. Our organization is well known for providing remedies to stop or prevent government corruption. We have citizens around the world who work tirelessly on our investigations into election fraud and other activities that are wrongly done using our government assets. It is daunting, and I will tell you, my mind has been blown, and yours will be too. We have discovered that there is a global syndicate who has nefariously been operating in countries across the world. They have used government assets and individuals, and they even force government employees to participate. They offer many tools like candy, bribery, right? But they also threaten to harm family members or the individuals themselves. These tactics cannot be tolerated, and certainly not in a great nation like America. I will tell you, this global network, the syndicate, has been integrally involved in the United States election fraud for decades. I will also tell you that we have had evidence and have worked hard to expose exactly what took place, specifically dealing with Italy's Leonardo, the eighth largest defense contracting firm. It has come to our attention that rogue individuals went in and used the satellite center. These were not ordinary individuals. How do you break into the eighth largest defense contracting firm, you must ask? They think they've gotten away with this. However, we are going to actually provide you with a glimpse into our investigation with one of the most powerful, brave people I've met in my life, a member of the Italian parliament who is confirming that yes, Leonardo was used to steal 55 countries' presidencies at the time of this audio. I will further tell you, it is no different in any country around the world. It is heartbreaking knowing what we know. It is scary, and it is time for all of us to step up because we have no other choice. When you know what we know, you will understand why. We are going to be presenting to you evidence, more facts. I did in my Kansas testimony in 2022 to the federal, state, and local committee of the Kansas Senate. That testimony I stand by. I provide you with evidence, pictures, audio of things that occurred during our investigation and the information that we received that was very credible from multiple sources. Our sources have only grown in number and evidence. It is now that we must demand our courts step in and remove all electronic voting machines. Any government official who does not, after hearing this audio, you will know is on the bad guy list. Whether succumbing to bribes or blackmail, either way, the result is the same, and it is shameful. They have an oath of office, and they must abide by it. It is no longer tolerable to stand on the side of saying there is no proof, because that is false. This brave individual out of the Italian parliament shockingly states flat out 55 countries' presidencies were stolen using the apparatus at Leonardo. There were rogue individuals that infiltrated that organization. The mechanisms that allowed them in must be fully exposed to all, not just Italian citizens who are part owners in Leonardo, but all citizens around the world, especially the 55 nations that were impacted by those thefts. The truth came to us. The evidence that yes, 55 nations were stolen. Andrea Di Giuseppe, the member of parliament and someone I consider a dear friend, courageously spoke up at a public event, and I am now in possession of a recording from that event. This gentleman, Andrea, bravely tells us not only is it true about the 55 countries, but yes, Giorgia Meloni, the new incoming prime minister, was briefed and aware and has been investigating this along with her head of their Department of Justice. They know who the bad guys are. They know the American bad guys that actually helped orchestrate this. And they have continued to provide information to me. And I am going to provide it to you so you can finally get truth in our investigative reporting about who really stole America's election. And the number of Americans is large. It's going to hurt. And so they can either come clean now or be exposed. Choice is theirs. Please have a listen to the brave and incredible member of the Italian Parliament, Andrea Di Giuseppe.
I'm the only congressman. I'm dual citizen, so I live in Miami for 23 years. I'm in the foreign commission. I mean, we've been elected 5 months ago. We have 5 years terms. Very big.
You're in how long? How long have you been serving?
5 months.
So now, we do talk to now.
Absolutely.
The person who's running for president of Mexico, he now knows. So they're all now very aware. And so now they all want to team up and help her and come together and say, we're just not going to let this happen.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And is she aware of the exact people in the United States government that she can help us then expose them? Because if we expose them and we can help back her up so it doesn't ricochet on taking down Leonardo. Makes sense?
Makes sense.
You're in?
Makes perfect sense.
But you said that Giorgia Meloni does know that it was 55. Was it 55 or more?
55.
55 countries.
The right person I'm going to put in contact and we can meet is the Minister of the Justice. It's your DOJ. It's our DOJ. Okay. Our DOJ Minister Nordio is the chief of the justice in Italy. That is from our party. Incredible guy.
You guys will be the heroes saving the world. You do know that, right? You are. This audio is confirmation and truth from a foreign government, Italy, that yes, President Donald J. Trump's election was stolen. You now know it, you have it, and this audio is exactly the evidence for courts around America and the world. And he further commits that the prime minister, who was new at the time, Giorgia Meloni, was not only aware, she also had her head of Department of Justice. And that person was also investigating. They have not stopped. And we are grateful for the work that they have provided and the evidence they have provided. They have been stuck. They have a corrupt regime that was within Italy. The previous government officials have left an orchestrated cabal of employees that have betrayed the Italian citizens using their money for nefarious activities. Thank you, Andrea. We are so grateful for your bravery. You are certainly a hero in this story, a hero to the world. Your courage is something that begets more courage. And I am proud to stand by you as we take this journey to end this global syndicate. We will not tolerate people who think citizens do not get to own their country and select their own elected officials. It is time we stand together with all nations and all citizens, regardless of party. It does not matter. It is not Republican or Democrat here in America or in other countries, all of their parties. It is all of them beholden to this apparatus. They have failed to tell you this apparatus exists, that things are so out of control, but they keep funding it. Wow, stealing our money to help a global syndicate steal our elections and our freedom. Over and over again, we have seen problematic issues in departments, agencies, and commissions. The NGOs on the border allowing an open border. We are seeing the results of a global syndicate planning to take America down forever. We have one shot at getting America back. And it's not just a victory by Donald J. Trump. It is actually ensuring that the people around him are squeaky clean, God-driven during the transition. We must prevent any of the corrupt global syndicate puppets to actually participate in paid positions with our money. It is time to end the corruption. It is time to thank the heroes in the story that have put word out about how the election fraud really took place. Yes, Patrick Byrne and Gary Behrens, they recently put out videos talking about Venezuela, China, and Iran. The problem is far bigger. We know that Venezuela, China, and Iran absolutely hack machines and are involved. That I knew years ago. What I didn't know is that so many people would be involved globally in so many countries and stay quiet, betraying their own family and God. It is unconscionable. I will tell you also, the proof we continue to have coming is invaluable. We offer up to all citizens who want to confess to please call us, reach out. Forgiveness is granted to all. We know that God will have mercy on your soul if you truly wish to take that position and help bring back nations and freedom for all. We are not going to rest. As you know, we are fighters, God's loyal foot soldiers. Stand firm. Know that there are people fighting for you. But we need help. It is far more daunting when a president of a nation or a prime minister cannot stop them. When you are elected to office, you take that oath of office, and your top priorities should be that of the people you represent. We are a constitutional republic. We are not a democracy. We are not supposed to be a plutocracy where we are controlled by the wealthy who actually fund the politicians. Stand firm with us at Nations in Action. Share this video, and I ask you to please consider donating to help us keep this investigation going and the truth coming out. It is expensive having attorneys around the world, and it is something we are undertaking to fix this great nation and help all nations be restored. You are the answer. You are the key. You must step up. That is how America works. I am proud of the work of our volunteers around the world. I could not do this without you. And certainly to our donors, I am so grateful from the bottom of my heart. It has been a long, tough journey, and you are about to learn a whole lot more about that journey and why we know what we know. I continue to thank you for your time, your patience as we uncover this global syndicate. It is far worse than just stealing an election. They stole our nation, but they did not steal our heart and soul. God's got us. God bless you, and God bless the great country of America.